Hey guys, welcome to the tech capital of the world, Kernersville, North Carolina. I'm the CEO and founder of Coder Foundry, and I'm here on a beautiful day. It's light blue skies outside, 70 degrees. Kevin Doyle, there has never been a better day than to launch something than today. I'm excited about what we're going to talk about.
I like it. Me too. Yeah.
So
perfect day, right?
Yeah, it's perfect day. In case you haven't noticed that we have not just one announcement, we have multiple things we're going to talk about. So kind of stick around for the whole time so that we can give you everything. We can't just do it all in one sentence. So, you know, there's
I don't know what that sentence would look like. It'd
yeah,
be a bit of a hodgepodge of weird stuff.
Massive run-on is what it would be. So like
a massive run-on. Yeah, that's about right.
But since you're watching, I think we should talk about our very first thing that we want to talk about that we think is exciting here at Coder Foundry. And just to be clear, most of the things we're going to talk about is about the course and about the products we're offering. So but I think if you're in our self-paced course, you're going to find some interesting things. If you're planning to come to the boot camp, what I'm about to tell you should motivate you if you want to be in the boot camp in January. So the first thing we want to talk about is, as you know, tomorrow .NET 6 is released. And it's on a Tuesday here in November, the first week in November. And starting January 4th, the very first cohort, we will be teaching .NET. So but .NET 6. So we'll be the first probably boot camp in the country that is a .NET boot camp. Yeah, that's going to teach it literally 6 weeks after it's released. The team's been working really hard in the previews and with Visual Studio 2022. So a few guys that are interviewing right now to get into the boot camp, as you know, you have to interview, you have to apply. We're only going to take 20 to 25 people in the first this January in the boot camp, but you will learn .NET 6 MVC. And that should set you up what I think is one of the biggest releases Microsoft's had in a long time. So in other words, like the most buzz around this, as we talk to customers and companies and things like that, they're all adopting .NET 6. And there's a lot of reasons. It's long-term support. You know, there's just .NET MAUI is huge. Blazor is going to be big. And then just absolute speed improvements on the API side, which you'll see a lot of companies saying, hey, this thing's 50% faster by just converting it from .NET Core 3.1 app to .NET 6. So that's kind of cool. So we're excited to see that and see when customers start talking about it, which means it drives opportunities and projects and things for people to do. The tooling is better. So today, if you didn't know, Visual Studio 2022 gets launched today.
It's a Microsoft holiday today.
It's a Microsoft holiday. There's a lot of things in there. So we're going to be teaching you the latest and the greatest in .NET 6 starting in January. And that's for in-person only. And then for the self-paced course, you're going to have to give us time to record that stuff. So we're going to be recording over the holidays. You know, I'm going to be kind of like the Grinch or Bob Cravat or whatever that guy's name was. You know, like just record. It's Christmas.
Scrooge.
Christmas I think it's saw. Keep recording. So, so it should be fun. So but that's the big thing. So hopefully if you are wanting to learn .NET 6, which I highly encourage you to get into, we'll probably be the only choice in January. And there's no better time to learn to code when there's these massive shifts in the industry that I think is coming down the pipe. And that's on the web, the mobile, the VR front. All of those things are changing. And I think that it's a good time to learn .NET 6. So apply to the virtual cohort. You can go to learn.coderfoundry and apply to our virtual cohort. So
you go to a lot of people, coderfoundry.com/apply too. Look,
yeah, exactly. If you want to apply directly to it. I have interviewed several. And so some of you are interviewing now. So we are filling that class up rapidly. So I think it's going to be really, really, really cool projects for it. And you guys in the self-paced course, you're already in the self-paced course, that will come online next year, early next year. So I'm not going to put a date out there because it gets me in trouble, but we do have to record it starting this week. So like once it goes live, we only want to record it with the finished pieces instead of like preview versions of Visual Studio and then we have to
it was much easier to do the virtual stuff because obviously we're not recording something. We can figure out it's kind of 95% the same.
Right. Yeah.
So it was easy for us to put the curriculum together.
On the video side, it can change, and we just didn't want any kind of breaking changes. We're showing code that's not quite there yet. So we'll get that in there. So it should be good.
Okay. So that's our virtual thing. We're moving to .NET 6 in January. Let's talk about learn.coderfoundry.com and the self-paced course. We got some big things there that we're super excited about.
Yeah. So we're excited about that. So if you're in the self-paced course, we're going to launch a brand new project today. And that project is called Movie Pro. So Movie Pro is a brand new ASP.NET MVC project. It will be in .NET 5. I don't know how many hours of video that's in there, but that launches probably as soon as we get off this, we'll push that out. So if you guys are trying to build this,
toggle a switch and it'll push it out.
So what's cool about this project is it's a couple of things. So like first off, from up until this point, if you're in the self-paced course, you've been building things with MVC. You're still going to do that. But we're also now integrating a third-party API called the Movie Database to allow you to build a movie site. And so whereas a lot of times people are building these with a clone of movie sites, this is custom. In other words, like not only will you pull data in live from the API, but we'll show you how to store some of that data in the database. We'll show you how to make your own versions of these movies if you want to. If you want to change the default poster, you'll be able to. If you want to change the title of it, you can. And it'll operate in a hybrid model versus on-prem stored locally in your database. And then when it doesn't have something locally, it'll go out to the API and snatch those. So it's a very creative way of using the API. And
it's API plus.
Yeah.
It's
and
not
when you
just
see
API.
Yeah, when you see our import in this, you're going to be blown away. Like you're going to blow your friends away when you see like, wow, look at that. It's got type ahead in it. It's actively recording the API. And then you just select one and it pulls it in. It's kind of cool. And then behind the scenes, it'll know whether that thing has stored or whether it needs to go fetch it from the API. So it's a pretty cool project. I think you'll learn a lot. Definitely still has security, authorization, all those kind of things you expect from us. But it is a very, very cool project that will showcase a lot of things when you're interviewing for a job or you want to showcase people. It's not just a simple movie page clone. It's pretty complex, as you can see the amount of video that we put together for this.
Yeah,
so
there's a lot.
Pretty excited about that.
I don't know how many hours it is, but it's a lot of hours.
Lots of hours.
I edited some of it.
Right.
But the first time I saw this app, I was super impressed too because I was like, "Oh man, look! I can make a collection of like my own movies." So the first thing I did, I made a Star Wars collection of movies. Like, "Oh, this is cool!" And I pulled them in, and I could change the art. I was like, "I don't like that movie poster," and I changed the movie poster for it. And I was like, "That's cool! It's cool."
It's pretty cool. So like the thought is that you can make a collection of like my favorite romantic comedies. You know, Kevin, you're making that list. You know, my favorite action movies in order. You know, stuff like that. You can make the controversial, which Star Wars movies do you like the best, you know, from start to order. And you put Solo in that top position.
Well, don't, because you're just going to upset somebody.
Yeah, exactly. So those are things that I think, and it allows you to be creative on the front end of it so that when you show this, it doesn't look like yet another movie page clone. You're like, wow, okay, that's different. You've arranged these. How did you do the categories? How did you do the sorting? How did you do all that stuff? And we're doing that all on the back end with MVC, Link, SQL, and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty complex. It'll take you a couple of months to build. So it should be fun.
Yep, it's very cool. So the videos that are launching today in there too have what we call an initial feature set. There are extra videos we're going to add to it too for extended feature sets. So those are coming soon. So this is the initial sort of like the core project, but there's some extra things and ways that we're going to extend it out too. So those extra videos aren't there yet, but they are coming. We're adding that stuff too. So
yeah,
but it's still it's fully featured.
Yes, for now it's going to be in .NET 5, obviously, and then next year we'll release Movie Pro .NET 6 version. For those guys that want to learn .NET 6, we'll release Movie Pro as a .NET 6 app next year as well. So that should be kind of cool. All right.
Yep. So
hopefully that new project, baby, new stuff to do, get to work after the show though. So that's why we're releasing after.
It's not released yet. I got to push a button. So I'll push a button at some point this afternoon and it'll be out there and then you guys can consume all that content that you like. So lots of good stuff.
Yeah, what's cool about Movie Pro is if you're in the virtual cohort, we actually don't do this one in the virtual cohort yet. So like this is something special to self-paced.
Yep.
And so if you're out there and you've went through our cohorts and you have access to self-paced, then you can now build the Movie Pro project and add that to portfolio to show people what you can do and what you can build. Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right, cool.
So that's announcement number 2. Let's roll on.
Yeah.
Announcement number 3.
So one of the things that we do here at Coder Foundry that we don't talk about a lot, and this is all behind the scenes, and I have personally scholarshiped a lot of people to the self-paced course and also our in-person boot camp, and we don't talk about that a lot. I have a just a thing about that where sometimes people come to me and they're just like, I'm in need. I'll talk to them, and then we put them out. So I thought sometimes it's not cool to say, you know, what the circumstances were, why I scholarship somebody. And so we just do it. And the cool thing I can say about those scholarships is we have literally taken people from really bad circumstances. And this isn't to really advocate for me, but it's more like what coding can do and what it can do to change someone's circumstance and their life because someone gave them a shot to do this. So
100%.
gave them free learning or whatever.
We've seen some amazing stories.
Yeah, some really amazing stories of people that we have scholarship through. And then what's cool thing is these people would have been successful no matter what. They just needed an opportunity to get the education, and sometimes it's out of reach. And we realize that sometimes our stuff can be out of reach. So today we're announcing the Code the Future Scholarship Program. And so like we're going to have 5 scholarships that we're going to give away, and some fantastic companies have come along beside us to help us do this, so like that we can do it. And so I would like to introduce our first I've known Shannon for quite a while now, and he's done some great things at Paytel, and Paytel has agreed to sponsor students for our scholarship program. So let's bring Shannon Simpson, and he's the director of IT at Paytel. Hey, Shannon, how you doing?
Shannon? Hi, good afternoon. Or yes, it's afternoon.
Yeah,
it is
just afternoon. So like right off the bat, like, you know, I know that we reached out to you and we said, hey, you want to sponsor some people in Coder Foundry. Why did you decide to do that? It's not something you had to do. It's not necessarily in your wheelhouse, but why did you guys decide to do it at Paytel?
Sure. It was natural for us to go ahead and say yes there. We already had a working relationship with Coder Foundry. In the past, we've employed some of your consultants, and also we've hired directly from your boot camp in the past. So we already, had a good working relationship. But giving to the scholarship program was just a natural fit for us. One of our primary focuses as a company is improving lives, not just those of our clients or their own customers, but the community at large. So this was didn't take much thought for us.
Cool.
It was a done deal from the go.
So tell us a little bit about like what do developers work on at Paytel? I know you guys we've talked about this a lot. Like you've really become an IT company at this point. Like you're a service-based company. That wasn't always the case. I mean, you guys have literally come into that. So what do developers build and what do they work on at Paytel?
Sure. So we're a communications company. We do provide telephony for confinement facilities, which is just the industry term for county jails throughout the Southeast, growing into the Northeast and a little bit of the West. But so our clients need telephone services inside their facilities, and we provide that. We build the telephony applications that are unique to that environment. And we also we have a growing number of our facilities that have our own custom tablets with our own software on those tablets. So people in our IT will work on anything from the tablet software in Xamarin, the services that drive the telephone applications or the telephone applications themselves. All that's in one form of .NET or another. So we're very much a C# shop. And we write a lot of our own internal tools to ensure quality and to do load testing and to make sure that we're good for a release before we put it out. So any developer on my team could be working on any of those aspects of our product line, or the internal tools, or the web applications that our clients use to manage the services that they purchase from us.
Yeah, because I'm a little bit close to it. I know that's highly technical what you guys do. It's actually pretty impressive. I mean, like,
I think it's fascinating.
Yeah, it's like, so, from messaging, all those kind of things that you guys are building out is really,
right.
really, really neat. So I don't know if you have open positions right now, but like, did they just reach out to you directly, like at paypal.com, if you had open positions? If someone said, hey, that sounds cool to me, I'd really like to work at Paytel.
So we are going to be expanding our team in 2022. And I hate to put a particular number on that and jump the gun on that before we get through, budgeting and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
We are expanding our presence in social media, and one of the good areas to keep up with us is in LinkedIn. We do make announcements through LinkedIn when we are looking for to fill a new position. We do work with a lot of recruiting companies as well, but I think LinkedIn is a good place to start. And if we have a position in the future, I have a feeling that we'll be posting it there, and people can start trying to reach us that way.
Okay, cool. So they can go to LinkedIn and find out about more opportunities when they arise or anything like that. So I think that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
As we say here all the time, like, LinkedIn is like the best way to reach out to companies, and it's the best way to find out what's going on.
Yep.
That's right. Follow us on follow Paytel Communications on LinkedIn, and that'll be a good start. Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. So
Awesome.
Kevin will put that in chat there. We can probably put the page out there. We'll find it.
Yep,
Any last questions that you want to talk about? Anything you want to mention, or
I don't think I have anything in particular. You gave me a list of things to prepare for, so I, promptly ignored. Yes, I typed out some responses and ignored every single one of them. So,
are you excited about .NET 6? Are you excited about .NET 6, or what are you guys planning to do that? Or I know that you guys have talked a little bit about moving to that.
Yeah, so we I like to start things slow. Start with one service or application at a time, just to make sure there are no surprises. But by the end of next year, we should have everything moved over to .NET 6, as long as it's everything it's cracked up to be. I am looking forward to the upgrade to Visual Studio. That'll be a lot for me to I know, right? That'll be a lot for me to get my hands on over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think specifically, I think you do have some projects, have a lot of projects in it, and so that just moving to 64 bits probably going to help out, just loading in Visual Studio. So that should be cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, Shannon, we do appreciate you coming on, man. We do appreciate you supporting the scholarship program. I promise you, this someone is going to go from a zero to a hero, and they're going to be coding somewhere, and it's because of the generous some of the generosity from Paytel. So you just know that it's going to happen. They may end up working for you. Who knows? But like in general, you can help someone
could
out.
Happen.
Yeah,
it could happen.
Yep. All right.
All right. Well,
thanks.
We are glad to be a part of it.
All right. Thanks, Shannon. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Awesome.
So that's pretty cool, right?
I love it.
But we had more than one sponsor. Like, it's kind of crazy,
we
right?
Did.
Yeah.
We did.
So like we'd like to bring in another company here in Greensboro, North Carolina. As we say, we call it the tech capital world. People don't underestimate.
It's living up to the hype, man.
Yeah, how much stuff goes on in and around the tri-area which we're located in. So the other company that came along beside us to support students was Apex Analytics in Greensboro, North Carolina. And we've got Shen Lee coming on the show here. Hey, Shen Lee.
Hi everyone. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, and so tell us what you do at Apex Analytics. What do you do there?
Yes, so well, first let me introduce myself. So my name is Shin Lee, and I'm a senior HR generalist at Apex. So super excited to be a part of Code the Future scholarship program today. So we're headquartered in Greensboro. We were founded in 1988. And so what makes us unique is that we're a recovery audit firm, but we also have our own software. So we're also one of the world's leading provider of supplier portal software. So yeah, that's a little bit about us.
Yeah.
One
And
of
you
the world's
guys
leading suppliers. Get that, guys.
yeah, you guys have
North
things
Carolina
around
right
the
there.
world too, right? You have different offices, Greensboro.
We
Uh,
do.
yeah. So you're located in multiple places as well, right?
Yes, so we also have a facility in Bentonville, Arkansas, but we're also international. So we have offices in the UK, Hong Kong, and our team in India is quickly growing.
See, that's kind of cool. See, Kevin, what happens in North Carolina? It's awesome.
Yeah,
So,
it's crazy. Talk about it all the time.
you know, we reached out to you, and you guys are big. You could do whatever you want. Why would you decide to partner with us and support the Code the Future Scholarship Program?
Yeah, so we've been working with Coder Foundry for several years now. So it was an immediate yes when you all reached out, especially since one of our core values at Apex is giving back to the community. So yeah, giving a scholarship to a student to see them grow, that's something that's very important to us.
Okay, cool. So tell us, what kind of things do developers work on at Apex? What kind of projects do they have? Or, you know, tell us a little bit about what they do in their day-to-day there.
Yeah, so we have several different softwares. So our team, we have several different teams. So we have First Strike, which is actually the first software that we introduced, and what really introduced us into the software industry. We also have Portal, Core, and Smart VM. So several different teams, lots of team collaboration. Also working with other departments as well. So as a .NET developer, which is what we typically look for, they're not only just working in the development department, also collabing with application support, the QAs, implementation. So that's what they do.
Cool. And you guys hire from, I know that we've pushed some people there to Apex, some Coder Foundry grads have worked there, but you also support H-1B visa as well in some cases. Is that true? I mean, that's kind of, I know that is true, but so if you're out there and you're in the US and you want to work at one of these places, if you're on H-1B visa, you guys can handle that as well, right?
Yes, absolutely. So yeah,
okay, cool.
We're open to everyone. So if you're on any type of visa, definitely apply to us.
Okay, cool. Do you have open positions now, or how should they reach out to you to find out about opportunities with Apex Analytics?
Yeah, so definitely go on our career site. Also follow us on LinkedIn as well. We also plan to hire some interns for the summer of 2022. Our internship program is very exciting because you're working essentially a full-time job. So you're actually getting a lot of hands-on experience working with the team. So you'll be working 40 hours a week. And yeah, and the good thing is that our team, we like to convert interns to full time. That's ultimately our goal. So yeah, if once we have those positions open, definitely apply.
Okay, cool. And it's primarily, I know you do a lot of things, but there is .NET development and a lot of C# developers there, as well as other positions as well. I think, you know, you guys have a lot of technology stacks in there.
Yes, definitely.
It's a big company.
Yeah. So where can, if they're interested in working at Apex, where can they go? Do you have a link or anything that they can
I think
go
I
to,
just
like,
put it in
report?
chat, actually.
Yes,
Okay.
so we do have a career site. But definitely if you want to network with me on LinkedIn, share your
Okay.
resume with me. I'm more than happy to share with the team for consideration.
Sure. So follow Shinley Yap on LinkedIn. Go look her up, and she'll connect with you. So if you're sitting out there and watching it, well, we do appreciate you sponsoring Code the Future.
Oh, yeah.
And I promise you, just like I told Shannon briefly here, you're going to change someone's life. Someone is going to take this scholarship, and they're going to come from a position where they couldn't afford to get education, and it launches them into a fantastic career where they make way above average, and you can literally change someone's life and probably a family's life by someone giving them a chance to code for a living. So I think that's fantastic, and I appreciate it.
Definitely. Thanks so much for having me today. And yes, definitely want to make a difference.
All right. Well, thank you. That's Shin Lee from Apex Analytics. And also want to thank Shannon Simpson, the Director of IT at Paytel Communications. So both of them are supporting our Code the Future Scholarship Program. But we do need to tell them how to actually apply, don't we, Kevin?
Yeah, I mean, we're opening this thing up today.
Right now. Yeah, we're opening it today.
We're ready to roll with this thing. It is.
We're going to have 5 scholarships that you can do. So like 5 of them that you can definitely apply to. So Kevin, what's the link for this?
So the link for this is going to be coderfoundry.com/CTF, and I will put it down here real quick. You can go check out this page. It is right here. Coderfoundry.com/CTF. That will take you to this scholarship page.
Yeah. And so what we want to do is take our developer quiz, okay, and then hit the apply button, fill out our form there that you can apply to. And then I'm going to interview all of the people that apply. So, if you just wanted to get 15 minutes and I get to talk to you, then apply for the scholarship program. But we're definitely, we want you to think about this. There are a couple of eligibility in here. You got to be over 18 years old. So in other words, we want to give this to someone who can be working as a professional developer. The second thing is we want you to be in need. In other words, like if you have the money and the means and the opportunities and all those kind of things, don't apply to the CTF program just because you can get a good deal and you can get something for free. Allow that spot be open to someone that can't make it on their own, and they just need a little bit of luck or someone to be the luck for them, or us to come alongside. So that's what the scholarship's for. It's based on someone that's underprivileged. You don't have economic means to do this on your own, and you can apply to this whether you're in Kernersville, North Carolina, tech capital of the world, or you're somewhere overseas or whatever. So we'll allow to do that. The other thing that you get with the scholarship is I will check in personally with all the 5 scholarships to check in how you're doing, to see kind of what you're doing. We'll organize that all through my Teams account here. And so that you can, we'll meet more than once and to see how you're doing, check in. If you need help, we can get you some different other assistance as well. It won't be like our virtual program, but more than you would get from just being a member of the self-paced program. So this is a true scholarship program with a little bit of mentorship on the side that we can come alongside you, make sure that you get the best value out of this. So we're giving away 5 of these. And if you're out there and you're a company and you're watching this, you're like, man, I would love to participate in Code the Future. Reach out to us. We would love to work with you so that you can help someone else become a .NET developer and really change your lives. I wish we could tell all the stories here. And some of you that are watching the show know that I scholarshiped you in, and I don't do that to brag. It is really a sense of pride wherein I can look at someone and go, wow, those people put in the effort. We just need to give them a free course or some free training, and they become a developer. And that, to me, that's amazing. A lot of people do try to thank us and Coder Foundry for scholarshiping them, but at the end of the day, these people put in the work, and they basically, we just did a little bit of effort. We just came alongside them a little bit. And what we want to do with this scholarship is give you the opportunity to get the training you need, help you break in so that you can build a career, and maybe you'll give back one day forward when you're out there working in the industry. So
definitely. So what you get from this is 1 year's access to the Coder Foundry Complete .NET Bootcamp course. Yep. I would ask that if it's not for you, I would also ask that you share this though too, because we want to get this out into obviously in front of as many people as we can, so that we can get the right people to get these scholarships. So if you know somebody else who you think might benefit from this, send this to them. Send this to them so they can apply. The time frame for this, we're opening it up from now, today. Literally, you can go to the website right now and fill out an application until 5 p.m. on December 7th. After then, we'll do the interviews for the finalists, and we'll announce the winners of the scholarship in January 2022, probably early on, or maybe late December. We'll see where we are with that. We may start in January, somewhere around there.
Right. And then you'll get access to the ones that get the scholarships. We may say interview the finalists. We'll pick the finalists from the essays that you send in, plus your quiz score, those kind of things. We'll make that all together. We'll pick finalists, then we'll interview them, and based on that interview, we'll pick 5 out of that group, and then we'll announce those in January. So I think 2022 is never a better year to learn .NET, and so you'll have a 1-year access to our self-paced program. It doesn't matter how many updates we put into it, you'll get access to every bit of that for the full year. And then I'll schedule some personal time with myself and some instructors to check in with you to help you along the way if you have questions or whatever. And you also have access to our Discord server where you can ask questions in Discord, leave comments in it, just like you would if you were a paying member. The staff will work with you that way. So we're really super excited that we're going to change the lives of 5 people, and it couldn't have been really done without Apex Analytics and Paytel Communications support. So I do believe I want to thank them again for doing that. So they came alongside us and sponsored and supported us through this, and we're excited to do it. So apply now, and we'll be in touch with you this month, and as we go through the applications. So and don't think that hey, a lot of people are going to apply, so I'm not going to apply. Hey, if you're in need and you really want to code and you want a career, this is a great opportunity to do it. And you never know, you just might get in. And so like,
it's a simple form. We're not asking you to jump through massive hoops either.
Nope.
We're not asking you to like fill out a giant essay with 10,000 words, something crazy like that. We just want to make sure that we get the right people for the scholarships. So we ask questions around that kind of stuff. So it's pretty simple. If you're the right person, we'll see you. So
just tell me why that coding would change your life. Tell me why this education would change what you're going to do, and why otherwise you can't do this. Like, in other words, like what has stopped you before? What roadblock have you had that we can unblock for you so that we can get you into a job? And so the scholarship program we're super excited about. And so go right now, coderfoundry.com/CTF, code the future, and spread this to somebody. Everyone here watching has a person in their life like, man, they just couldn't do it on their own. And so like now this is an opportunity where we can push them across the finish line and change their life and get them a job as a developer. And then that person can pay it forward as well once they're in that job. Because we all know that coders make above average wage. Even the bad ones make an above average. I've always said that, like you can miss being a coder, being like our 10X rock star, like everyone says, and you're not making like, $1 million, but like, what does a bad programmer look like? 100K, a 401k, and 3 weeks vacation. That's kind of what happens. It's like, it's that's what it looks like after you've been doing this for 3 to 5 years. So like, I really believe that this is going to change someone's life, and we're excited about it. And we just think, again, Paytel Communications and Apex Analytics. So
huge thank yous.
That's a pretty big announcement, Kevin, but
hold on, we've got more.
We do have more we want to talk about. There's other things that we should talk about. So we do have people that are here that are in our self-paced course. So we thought we could make an announcement. So what do you think?
Let's talk about should I just share it?
Yeah.
Should I just put up a little share of what we have here?
Yeah.
Hold on. I think it's this tab. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
So the bug tracker is in the project. It's in the house, people. We have launched the bug tracker project. I know people were asking about that when we said, hey, it's Movie Pro. But now if you want to build the world famous bug tracker, the one project guaranteed to get you a software job, almost 1 million views now. Now's your chance. This is a massive amount of video and project. And so now you're going to understand, like, what the heck took y'all so long to build this? You'll understand that this is an enterprise grade bug tracking software on steroids. It's probably more complete even than when we teach in the virtual program, because we don't have enough time to get through all of these features that we want to pour into this. And Kevin, it's not done. Like, in other words, like there is additional stuff that'll be released every week for this as you go through it. But like this will take you really far on into the project.
This is all the way. So what we're doing is the initial part here is all the way through the services section. There's, I don't know how many videos here. It's a lot. But everything past this, we're just going to keep adding it as we go now. We're in a good enough position now to just keep adding to it. So this is not the final complete project, but it's a good ways there. So, and if you start this today, we'll be ahead of you before you catch up to us. Trust me.
Yeah. It's like it's been shot. Everything's been shot. We're just going through editing, and it's just hours of video for Kevin and Antonio Rayner, our director of education, teaches this. And so there's just a lot of editing to do. But we want to get this in your hands in case you finished the blog at this point. Now you have 2 MVC projects that you can sink your teeth into. They're both different. They're both definitely enterprise grade. The bug tracker, one of the big features of the bug tracker here is it's multi-tenant, which means that literally, Kevin, someone is going to build this. They're going to make a .com and they're going to sell bug tracking software to people. I haven't surprised it hasn't happened yet. If you don't believe me, just look at for sale software out there like Bug Battle and some of the other smaller vendors.
Oh yeah, we've definitely seen some. We're like, that's not even as good as like.
It's not as good as what we built here. The other thing that we're really excited about this, and the reason I think Coder Foundry grads get so many interviews and opportunities and to win roles, is because once they show this, they're like, oh crap, that's a big project. Like that took, how long did it take you to build that? And we're saying we built it in 4 weeks in person. You're like, wow, okay, you can work there.
Impressive.
And so it's a very impressive project. And I think that you're going to find a lot of opportunity to learn .NET. So if you build the address book that we have, you build the blog that we have, you build the movie pro that we have, and you build the bug tracker, you're more than ready to be a .NET developer in this space. It doesn't get much more difficult or more feature rich than in the bug tracker. So it's multi-tenant out of the box, authorizations, role-based, all of those things right out of the box, multiple views, just lots of things like integrations with components and JS and all this.
There's a lot here.
There's a lot there
too. You start clicking through this, like, wow, okay, that's a lot. That's just the data model section.
Yeah, the data model is huge. So it's pretty big.
And then the services section is just massive. It's like it continues on for 3 pages past that.
Yeah. And so now you understand like why people come to Coder Foundry, because this is what we teach. We don't teach what's easy. We teach what's necessary. And when you go to work for Paytel or Apex Analytics, these are the types of projects they're going to ask you to build. Like, I need this massive thing that does all these things. And so like, you need to build that. Building a to-do list just doesn't cut it. And that's why I think in general, boot camps get a bad rap, because the projects aren't robust enough. And this is robust. This will take you several weeks to build. Just remember, 40 hours a week in person, we build this over 4 weeks. So this is going to take you, if you're doing it part-time, a couple of months to go through. But if you're on an annual plan, then, you know, you got time to build it. Give yourself permission and time to build. So Dev Clace just says, he said he's just joining. Is the bug tracker released? Question mark. Yes, it is. It's out there finally. And now you can go start working on it. As soon as this program ends, Kevin will flip the button and turn on Movie Pro, the new MVC application, as well as the bug tracker MVC application as well. So multiple projects that you now can sink your teeth into. And it's, I don't know how many hours of video it is, but it's massive. And there's extra features coming in that's going to be added weekly with both of these projects. So until we feel like we've exhausted what a MVC Pro can do and what the bug tracker can do. So it's pretty excited. I hope that is a great announcement, right, Kevin?
I think that was pretty good.
Fantastic. That's pretty good.
I think that was pretty good. Yeah.
But
we're not done. We're not.
We got some other things that we would like to announce. So like, I think we should change the pricing on the self-paced course, or give people a way to buy it.
Another way to buy it. Yeah. So we know that the pricing as it's set right now, if for $99 a month, is a good price.
Yeah, our boot camp delivers. If you're in virtual, it's $15,000 to come into it. Sometimes we have discounts for cash, and sometimes our ISA can go above that. The loans can go above that. So it's very expensive to come in person, not to mention the time commitment. So we know that when we give the same curriculum and actually more projects in the self-paced course, we know that $99 a month, basically $1,200 for a year compared to a boot camp, is a really good deal. In fact, people come in the virtual program and they're like, man, I'm just going to take the self-paced course. We actually have, sometimes we sell against ourselves. In other words, like, so we know that this is a fantastic deal. The amount of hours that we put into it, the types of projects you build, the complete nature of everything that we're building, and then the fact that we continually update this, adding new projects. It's just a massive undertaking on our part. And for $99 a month, it's worth it.
Right.
But
we thought, like, some people have asked us, and we thought this is a good idea. Some people wanted to do yearly pricing too.
Yeah.
So like, okay, yearly pricing. Let's go with that. And I'm like, well, for yearly pricing, the way these things generally work is you get a discount, right?
You get a discount. So if you pay per year on a yearly and you say, I'm going to commit a year to learning how to code, which I think in a self-paced realm, that's where you should be looking at.
Yep.
But let's say that you can do it in 90 days, but then I'm going to have access to this this content platform as I'm working at my new job. So maybe I can go back and look at it. So if you want to commit 1 year, Kevin, how much of a discount are we going to give you?
Well, we thought 10%.
Yeah, that wasn't enough.
Nah, that sucks.
Nah, that doesn't move the needle.
So what did we do? We just halved it.
50% off. So like for right now, it's $594 if you do annual. And so Kevin, the question is, hey, I'm already on $99 a month, Kevin. Can I convert to the annual? Yep, you can if you want to. If that's what you want to do. Just reach out to us and we'll convert you to the new pricing. And I see, well, Ridge Raider just said, wait, what?
Yeah, we just, we thought it was fair.
We thought it was fair.
Well, you're buying it in advance for a year. So if you're getting 50%, it's like, it's like, am I going to, like, you taking a gamble on yourself. This is what you should be doing. It helps you to commit to being like, man, I spent the money in advance. I get it. It's only half but I need to like do this now too. Like
I need to do it now. And so what we think is we want you to have a sense of urgency to learn .NET right now, because we feel like next year things are going to drastically change in the marketplace and people are going to be hiring .NET people a lot. I'm not saying it's the only thing to learn, but if you know nothing and you know .NET, then I think we can break you in. But you know what, Kevin? I think we can do something a little bit better than that.
Well,
so we have this massive YouTube following, and a lot of times we want to give back to the YouTube crowd. So if you're watching this, we have something special for you guys. So
yeah, you guys come and support us a bunch. So we wanted to give a discount above the 50% for you guys. So
Protect Banal, he says, I'm buying it right now. Hold on a second. Don't buy it right now.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on 1 second. So we're going to make it like for you guys that are here that know the discount code, we're also going to put a discount code on top of it too.
Yeah.
Because why not? You guys here are supporting us. It's, so here's what we're going to do. I changed the little ticket down at the bottom. So the new yearly pricing $594, but you'll get $115 off if you use the coupon code TACO. That brings it down to $475.
$475. If you do that, that's less than, I don't know what that is per month. I should have done the math ahead of time.
Oh yeah, I didn't do that either.
It's less than $99. I'll do the math here. I'll pull up my phone, my trusty phone here. 475 divided by 12 is $39 a month. There you go. That's a fantastic deal. It gives you 12 months of it. That means that if you bought it right now, it wouldn't renew till next November. By then, you'll have access to .NET 6 curriculum, also all the .NET 5 that you can learn, in addition to the Bootstrap training, the JavaScript training, and HTML training, all the things that we do and continue to add to it. You'll get access to all of that. So for $479. And so now, I think it was Pratik Banal. Go buy it now. So like, the taco code won't last forever. It won't be on sale forever. You guys know,
the new permanent pricing is $594, but we're going to leave the coupon code up for a little bit.
Probably through Christmas. You got 3 or 4 weeks to do it. But once it's gone, you guys know it's gone. And like, you'll call in, you say, man, I really wish I'd have got in on that. Can I still get that? And we just want to make sure that the YouTube crowd here that's watching us online has access to a promotion that they cannot get. So just remember that enter the word taco. So we thought that's a nice inside joke for you guys, as we always talking about taco money. So like I think that inside joke taco, but $479 is a fantastic deal, man. Like to learn .NET.
We know that's an amazing deal.
It's one of the most comprehensive .NET courses out there. We're continually add to it. And I think it's a fantastic, no better opportunity than this year and next year to learn .NET. So let's see let's see what some people are saying about it, Kevin. Anybody want to?
People like this. We hope so, Joy. That's the plan.
Yeah, we hope so.
That's the plan with both the scholarship and the pricing. So the pricing is if you can afford it, great. The scholarship is if you maybe can't, but maybe you know somebody that can't and could benefit from that. So we're going to give away 5 scholarships. Thank you to Apex Analytics and Paytel Communications, and we've also obviously lowered the price for everybody else too. So if you buy it yearly, that is this, you can still. So for people that want to just do monthly too, you can still do monthly as well. We're not doing away with that offer. If you want to stay on $9 a month, you can totally do that too. If you feel like you can do it in 3 months, great, have at it. Do it in 3 months. That works too. We wanted to keep both because we want options. People want to do it faster, want to do it slow, whatever. Want the best pricing for each one of those.
Right. And I think, if you think about like you can do it in a couple of months, the $9 program, you think about it and you're like, I already know HTML, Bootstrap, and CSS. I already know all that stuff. All I want to do is learn MVC. I'm just going to jump right into the MVC portions of the project. Then maybe you only need it for 2 months. And we feel like, for $200, I mean, that's a fantastic deal to build the scale and the quality and the type of projects that we build. It's not Hello World. It's not To-Do. It's not intro to C#. It is like professional C# development. How do I get a job with this? What are the things I need to know? And that's what we teach. So I think it's pretty awesome. Any other good comments out there?
Definitely. Dennis wants to know is OCAT a secret code? That's pretty funny. It's not.
Yeah, it's not. Unfortunately, it's not. So we didn't do the whole palindrome thing. So like, taco cat being a palindrome. So like, but it's not. But taco, it's taco, right? It's not plural, right?
It is taco.
It's taco. Yep. Yeah, it's singular. Taco is the coupon code that you can use to get $115 off our annual price, and that means that you'll have 12 months access to our course.
This pricing too will be active this afternoon and is not live on the page yet. I still have to push the page out there. I want to make sure we can announce it here first. So it'll go live at some point this afternoon. So as of later today, you'll be able to purchase that.
Okay. And then someone says, "I'm happy with the early bird pricing." Yes, if you had the early bird pricing, that was fantastic. That's the once only. So like, it's kind of cool. So you don't have to change it or you don't have to do anything if you're already in an annual price program. So we'll push it out later today. The new pricing, the new projects will go live here in the next few minutes or something like that. Anyway. Anything else? Any other comments you want to add, Kevin? And then we'll hop off for the day.
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
People are asking about paying for somebody else too. We haven't quite got that down yet. We may be able to figure out something about that in the future. It's not easy to do through the application. You can buy the account and sort of give the account details to somebody. You can do that.
Yeah, their password. You just give them a password or something like that.
Yeah, you could do that. That's probably the only thing that we could do. We don't have kind of gift subscriptions at this point. That's not something that the tool allows us to do out of the box. Something we have thought about, but it's not there right now. Yeah. All
right, cool.
So, Restless Tinker. It's going to be a minute. I gotta go publish all the content first for you guys in the tool itself. Then I'll come back and do the pricing page. So
All right. Well, cool. Well, hopefully you stick around for our big announcements. Just to recap, if you want to come in person, go to coderfoundry.com/apply. We are teaching .NET 6 starting in January to be our first cohort teaching .NET 6. So if you're out there and you're considering a boot camp and you want to learn .NET 6, we'll be the only game in town. We've been working on it for quite a bit now. There'll be lots of opportunity to learn the newest framework and the most adopted framework. That's going to be pushed out by Microsoft in a long time. Like, this is a big deal. And thank you, Austin. Thank you, man. Go get the tacos. Thanks, on Austin. Me. Excited for the new project. Appreciate it, Austin. Appreciate it a lot. Thanks a lot. And so the second thing is we announced the Code the Future Scholarship Program. So like, if you know someone that needs assistance in getting access to education, Paytel Communications and Apex Analytics allowed us to offer 5 scholarships for the Self-Paced Coach program. In addition to that, there'll be some mentoring with those 5 people as well that go on behind the scenes with myself and the Coder Foundry staff. So we're really, really, really excited about that.
That's open right now too. You can go to coderfoundry.com/TTF. That's open.
Yeah.
You can go there right now.
Yeah. So, and I think that the other thing that we are really super excited about is the Bug Tracker and MVC Movie Pro have launched. So that'll be available here today, sometime in the next short answer today, as soon as Kevin gets it published. And then, so we're excited about that. And then the brand new pricing for self-paced. If you want to go to an annual option, you've used it for $99 a month and you're like, man, I'm going to be on this for a year. Let me just get the discount. And that is over 50% off if you use the coupon code TACO. So it'll be $479 per year, and it'll renew a year from today. So really excited about that. So, let's put one more comment up there for the road, Kevin, and then we will go eat tacos. I think someone else super chatted us. Tacos unlocked.
Tacos unlocked. I like it.
I like it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Clara,
Yeah.
yes, thank you so much. We appreciate the support.
Yeah, we're trying to do it as much as we can, and I think that this is a really good deal for people, and we're really excited. This Christmas, buy yourself a coding course, man, and just learn how to code over the holidays. Start January in 2022 with some new skills, a new job, and a new outlook on the future. So that's kind of what we want to do.
Yep.
All right.
So yes, Developer Dad, that is the way that you will do that. Cancel the monthly, start anew with a yearly plan. Yeah, it's going to be the same. It should be the same account though, because you're going to sign in with the same details. So it'll retain your progress. So there shouldn't be a problem with that. It's going to be the same account. You're just going to change the pricing model.
Yep.
Yep. Once it's up, you'll be able to see that. So yeah,
right.
Good question.
Cool.
Okay.
Right.
Let's get out of here. I don't know if I have do I have an outro on this thing?
No, we don't. It's just like a little bit different platform for us.
We just leave, don't we?
We just leave and exit. So like, so basically, good luck. Keep coding. We'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday. We're going to talk about, if you didn't know, .NET Conf is this week. So there's a lot of things going on inside of .NET Conf. I'm just going to give you a little clue what I'm watching at the .NET Conf this week, Kevin. Just a little clue.
Which one?
I'm looking at the session on creating NTFs with C#.
NFTs. Okay.
NFTs, excuse me, non-fungible tokens with C#.
Okay.
That's the one that I'm looking at. So like that's the one that I'm like paying attention to see. Yeah, it piqued my interest. And just kind of see what's going on there and like how do I build some apps with NFT possibly. So I'm real excited about that. There's a lot of very interesting presentations going on this week. Microsoft does a really good job. If you watch an Apple Day or if you watch anything from Microsoft, these are a lot like TV shows, and so like you'll have a lot of you'll watch a lot of they're well produced, so you'll have a good time. But check it out, and tomorrow we'll be there tomorrow to talk about .NET 6. Might have a video out or something like that. We might push something out, some free training on YouTube.
Stuff.
Talk about .NET next tomorrow. See you tomorrow at noon. Good luck and keep coding. Thank you for watching, and thank you for please like and subscribe and follow us on YouTube.
We'll see
Good luck, guys. See you.